Welcome back, coaches and athletes, to another session of Zen Athlete. Today we're going to take a deep dive into achievement goal theory. This is a psychological framework that helps us understand why we set and pursue goals. We'll explore its origins, core concepts, and differences between task and ego motivation styles. So let's get started. So a little bit of background on achievement goal theory. Also known as AGT, this was first developed in the 1980s by psychologists John Nichols and Carol Dweck. It's been considered the fundamental framework in the field of motivation and achievement, and specifically in sports psychology. AGT focuses on why people engage in different activities and how they approach success and failure, not only as athletes or coaches, but also as individuals. So there's really two types of goals, right? And this is the heart of achievement goal theory. This lies in the distinction between these two types of goals. One is mastery, and these are task goals, and then performance goals, which are ego-oriented. Task goals are centered around the personal development, the improvement, and the learning. Individuals with task goals are motivated to acquire new skills and knowledge. They focus on intrinsic value of the activity itself. So you could think of this as more of the love of the game. Some folks refer to this as deliberate practice, but this is really getting into the nitty-gritty of mastery mindset. Ego goals, on the other hand, are focused on external validation and comparisons with others. People with ego goals seek to outperform others and gain recognition. Their motivation often comes from external rewards or avoiding looking incompetent. This could be seen as, just doing a task for a scholarship, just doing a task to not get benched, to maybe get the praise or the approval of parents, coaches, or peers. Now that we've talked about task and ego goals, these are also motivational styles. A task-oriented individual is motivated by the desire to learn, improve, and master the skill. It creates a mastery environment. You could think of Malcolm Gladwell, who stated we need 10,000 hours to gain mastery of any topic. It can also go into the neurological side of things, right, where one creates these neurons and these synapses to connect, thus getting this substance around these neurological components called myelin, and this helps the circuitry of our brain improve connections quicker, and so we're able to perform a skill very efficiently. Not only task-oriented individuals enjoy these mastery skill sets, but they also embrace challenges. They view failures as opportunities to grow, are less concerned with how they compare to others. This is also referred to as a growth mindset, and the person's satisfaction comes from personal progress. Ego-oriented individuals, on the other hand, are more focused on outperforming others and gaining approval. Some examples could include a really star basketball player at practice who's fairly athletic and fairly skilled, not exerting effort, so they can say to the other players, "Oh, I wasn't trying as hard, but I still beat you." Gaining approval from others, right? That can include coaches, that can include individuals, friends, whoever it may be. They also avoid challenging tasks if they fear failure and see it as a blow to their self-esteem. For example, if I put out a bunch of effort and then I failed, it's going to be very detrimental to my ego structure and how I view myself. And so success for an ego-oriented individual is often measured by how we stack up against peers. So what's the impact of task motivation and ego motivation on our achievement and our well-being? Well, task motivation and ego motivation aren't necessarily good or bad, and you don't need to really choose one or the other to see success. It's just how we are motivated to get to practice, to finish the shots, to complete the race. Research shows, though, that individuals with task-oriented motivation tend to perform better in the long run. They're more likely to persist in the face of setbacks and experience greater satisfaction as their focus is on personal growth. Right? It's something you can control, is your personal growth. Now, ego motivation, these individuals may achieve short-term success, like winning a game, completing a skill, looking better, but their long-term outcomes can be compromised. Now, the key is can. For example, you can be motivated to get to practice to prove to everybody else that you're better. You could win a race just to show the other people that you're faster, but it can be compromised. Say you get benched or you get injured, and you can no longer outperform others and you are seen as lower status than the other. You may notice yourself struggling from the need for external validation, and this can lead to anxiety, stress, and the fear of failure, which can be detrimental to one's well-being. So some practical applications, though task motivation and ego motivation aren't inherently good or bad, they're just different. Setting task-oriented goals can be very useful, and these types of goals try to focus on, again, personal improvement rather than comparing yourself to others. Set goals that challenge you and encourage learning. So go to failure every time, right? We call it the growth edge. You want to just balance that line of what you know versus what you don't. And balance is key. It's not about abandoning ego goals entirely. It's about finding this healthy balance between task and ego motivation that suits your aspirations, suits your personality style, and suits your personal goals. Achievement goal theory provides valuable insights into motivation and goal pursuit. Understanding these differences between task and ego motivation styles can help us make informed choices about our goals and how we approach them. Just want to give a big thank you to all my peaceful warriors out there here on Zen Athlete. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. And as always, keep striving for your goals, but remember, the journey is just as important as the destination.